Welcome to this video on building a compassionate and strategic financial roadmap after a sudden windfall following a loss. We will move step by step, balancing immediate stability with long-term security, especially for new single parents. First, we will acknowledge the emotional context. Then we will outline a clear plan to stabilize, eliminate high-interest debt, build an emergency fund, optimize benefits, and invest for the future. Finally, we will address the lifestyle versus savings tension and help you make disciplined choices that align with your values. Before we begin, please note this video is educational. It is not tax, legal, or investment advice. Your situation is unique, and benefits, tax rules, and financial products vary by jurisdiction and over time. Please consult a fee-only fiduciary financial advisor and a licensed tax professional. Additionally, survivor and caregiver benefits have specific eligibility rules and documentation requirements. Use this roadmap as a framework to discuss with professionals. Here is our roadmap for the video. We will start with context and mindset. Next, we will cover Phase 1 to stabilize and eliminate high-interest debt, followed by building a 6 to 12-month emergency fund. Then we will maximize benefits and cut costs. After that, we will prioritize investing for retirement, discuss strategic use of lump sums, and clarify how to use the child's Social Security benefit. We will then examine lifestyle versus savings trade-offs, provide an action plan with timelines, and finish with key takeaways and a quick quiz to reinforce learning. We begin with the context. You are managing grief and a sudden windfall simultaneously, which requires a calm, written strategy. Use simple, reversible decisions early on and avoid complex, irreversible commitments. Define your core objective clearly. Maintain immediate stability for your household and secure long-term independence for yourself. To operationalize this, write a concise policy. First, eliminate high-interest debt, then build liquidity, and finally invest for long-term growth. With this mindset, we will smoothly transition into Phase 1. Phase 1 is about stabilization. Start by paying off high-interest debt such as credit cards. This is the fastest, guaranteed return and immediately reduces financial stress. Even low-interest loans may be worth eliminating if they free up substantial monthly cash flow. After debt prioritization, set aside a robust emergency fund, typically 6 to 12 months of essential living expenses. Keep this money in liquid vehicles, such as a high-yield savings account or short-term certificates of deposit, to ensure quick access. Now that stabilization is underway, we will examine how to choose the right cash vehicles. Here is a quick comparison of common places to hold an emergency fund. A high-yield savings account offers strong liquidity and federal insurance, making it ideal for the bulk of your emergency fund. Short-term certificates of deposit may provide slightly higher yields, but lock your money for a term. They are appropriate for the portion you deem less likely to be needed. Treasury bills can be suitable for advanced users via a brokerage, offering competitive yields and potential state tax benefits, but with settlement timing considerations. With your cash safety net selected, we will now turn to maximizing benefits and cutting ongoing costs. Next, maximize benefits and reduce ongoing costs. Confirm eligibility for survivor benefits with a formal calculation, rather than relying on estimates, and ensure both the child's benefit and any caregiver benefit are properly assessed. Shop for health coverage using your updated income. Compare marketplace options with COBRA, considering subsidies and your family's medical needs. And conduct a thorough audit of subscriptions and recurring bills, canceling non-essential services, and negotiating rates for internet and mobile plans. Finally, rebuild a lean baseline budget that preserves key activities supporting your child's stability and development. With cash flow optimized, we can now shift to long-term investing priorities. When investing the windfall, prioritize your own retirement. Your eventual financial independence shields your child from future financial obligations. Begin by maximizing contributions to tax-advantaged accounts, such as employer plans and IRAs or Roth IRAs, depending on eligibility. For simplicity and effectiveness, use low-cost broad market index funds or target date funds that automatically adjust risk over time. After maxing tax-advantaged accounts, invest excess capital into a taxable brokerage account using diversified, low-cost index funds. Having set the investing hierarchy, we will now discuss how to allocate lump sums methodically. Allocate lump sums in a clear sequence. First, eliminate high-interest debt. Second, build your emergency fund. Third, invest the remaining capital. To reduce decision fatigue, Automate contributions to retirement and brokerage accounts on a monthly schedule. Maintain a modest buffer for future education costs, but avoid over-allocating inherited funds toward the child's education if it undermines your retirement readiness. With lump sum priorities set, we should clarify how to treat the child's Social Security benefit. Child Social Security benefits are designed to cover the child's current living expenses, including housing, food, healthcare, and activities. Develop a balanced plan that allocates a portion to immediate needs and a portion to long-term savings vehicles the child can control later, where appropriate. Maintain clear records of benefit receipts and expenditures to remain compliant and transparent. Having addressed the child's benefits, we will now look at the challenging lifestyle versus savings trade-off. You may face a trade-off between staying in a high-cost area for continuity and moving to a lower-cost area to accelerate savings. Staying put preserves community ties and emotional stability, but requires strict budget discipline and slows compounding. Relocating can meaningfully expand your savings rate and buffer, but may disrupt school, activities, and support networks. This decision hinges on your values, your child's specific needs, and your ability to enforce strong financial guardrails. With the trade-offs clarified, we will now translate this into a concrete, step-by-step action plan. Here is a phased action plan. In the first 72 hours, keep the funds in insured accounts and avoid large, irreversible decisions. During weeks 1 and 2, inventory all debts with interest rates and eliminate high-interest balances. Simultaneously, request formal Social Security benefit calculations. In weeks 2 to 4, set up your high-yield savings account and optional certificate of deposit ladder, build a lean expense baseline, and cancel or renegotiate subscriptions. In months 2 to 3, automate retirement contributions into low-cost index funds and draft a simple investment policy statement. In months 3 to 6, complete the emergency fund to 6 to 12 months and evaluate your housing decision with a realistic budget. In months 6 to 12, continue optimizing benefits, invest surplus into a taxable brokerage account, and create sinking funds for predictable annual expenses. In years 2 to 3, reassess goals, consider a modest college buffer, revisit insurance needs, and stress test the plan. Next, we will render this as a timeline diagram. This timeline lays out milestones across the first 36 months. In the initial 72 hours, funds are parked safely. Weeks 1 to 2 focus on eliminating high-interest debt and securing formal Social Security calculations. Weeks 2 to 4 involve establishing liquid savings and auditing expenses. Months 2 to 3 shift to automated retirement investing and drafting an investment policy statement. Months 3 to 6 complete the emergency fund and force a thoughtful housing decision. Months 6 to 12 optimize benefits further and allocate surplus into brokerage while setting sinking funds. In months 12 to 24, you reassess goals and consider a modest education buffer. Finally, months 24 to 36 include an insurance review, planned stress testing, and glide path adjustments. With the timeline in place, we will underscore essential principles. These are the core principles. First, eliminate high-interest debt because discipline and guaranteed savings compound. Second, hold 6 to 12 months of expenses in liquid, insured accounts. Third, prioritize your retirement before committing excessive funds to college. Fourth, automate contributions and keep investments simple with low-cost index funds. Fifth, document benefits and spending, and schedule periodic reviews. With these principles in mind, let's test your understanding with a short quiz. Quiz time. What is the correct sequence for deploying a life insurance windfall in this framework? Option A. Invest immediately in a brokerage account, then build an emergency fund, then pay debt. Option B. Pay high-interest debt, build a 6 to 12-month emergency fund, then invest the remainder. Option C. Max the child's college fund first, then address debt, then retirement. Option D. Split evenly across debt, emergency fund, and luxury spending. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to pay high-interest debt first, build a 6 to 12-month emergency fund next, and then invest the remainder for long-term growth. This order maximizes guaranteed returns from debt elimination and ensures liquidity before taking market risk. Now let's move to the next question focused on investing priorities. Second quiz question. What is the top investing priority to best protect your child's future financial independence? Option A. Max your retirement accounts first using low-cost index funds. Option B. Fully fund the child's college regardless of your retirement status. Option C. Speculate in individual stocks for higher returns. Option D. Keep all funds in cash to avoid risk. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to maximize your retirement accounts first, using low-cost index funds. Achieving your own financial independence reduces future burdens on your child and creates the most resilient household plan. With the quiz complete, we will close with a concise summary. In summary, stabilize first by eliminating high-interest debt and building a 6 to 12-month cash buffer. Confirm all survivor and caregiver benefits through formal calculations and reassess health coverage. Prioritize retirement investing using low-cost index or target date funds, and then allocate additional funds to a diversified brokerage account. Use the child's Social Security benefits for current needs while maintaining documentation. Finally, make deliberate lifestyle choices and enforce strict guardrails to protect long-term goals. Next, we will end with a brief thank you and a call to action. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments. Your insights may help another parent navigating the same path. Wishing you clarity, stability, and peace as you move forward.